You've seen them everywhere, right? Those iconic bat ears, that smushed-in face, the little muscular body. The French Bulldog isn't just a dog anymore. It's a full-blown cultural phenomenon, a fashion accessory, a celebrity sidekick, an absolute obsession. So how on earth did this breed get so incredibly popular?
Well, it's official. Get this. For the first time in over 30 years, the Labrador Retriever got knocked off the #1 spot in the US. And who took the crown? The Frenchie. This isn't just some passing trend, folks. This is a complete takeover. It's a massive shift in what we're looking for in a canine companion.
And hey, this isn't just an American thing. Not at all. Just look at the UK. They've seen an absolutely explosive 6-fold increase in just 7 years. That's just a meteoric rise. It really tells you that this is a truly global fascination.
So yeah, their popularity is off the charts. It's undeniable. But that super cute, distinctive face that we all know and love, well, it comes with a hidden story. A story you don't always see in the cute Instagram posts. So what is the real cost of looking that adorable?
Okay, let's peel back the layers here. We're going to move past the popularity contest and dive right into the scientific reality. Because it turns out the very features that make French Bulldogs so desirable, the very things we call cute, are right at the center of a really serious health debate.
The key term you need to know is brachycephaly. It's a fancy word, but it literally just means short head. And that's exactly what they've been selectively bred for, right? To get that signature flat-faced look. The problem is, that single anatomical trait is the root cause of so many of their health challenges.
And that leads us directly to something called BOAS. Now, this isn't just about cute little snores and snuffles. No way. This is a serious medical syndrome where the dog's own anatomy literally gets in the way of its ability to breathe. Just picture it. You have all the normal tissue of a dog's snout, but it's all crammed into a much smaller space. This leads to things like narrowed nostrils and a soft palate that's so long it can actually block their airway.
And you might think, oh, these issues are probably pretty rare. Well, they're not. Not even close. A really comprehensive German study looked at over 500 Frenchies, and the results were, frankly, staggering. 94%, almost every single dog in the study, had at least one diagnosed health condition. That means only a tiny 6% were considered completely healthy.
Let's break that down a bit. You know that famous little screw tail? It's actually a malformation, and it's present in 98% of these dogs. Over half of them suffered from allergies. And then you just see the structural issues stack up, more than a third with those narrowed nostrils and over a quarter with an elongated soft palate. This isn't just about breathing, it's a systemic, whole-body problem.
And here's the kicker. The study found a crystal clear link. The shorter the nose, the higher the risk for a whole cascade of other health problems. A Frenchie with a very short nose is 7.5 times more likely to have narrowed nostrils and 5 times more likely to be diagnosed with BOAS. It even more than doubles their chances of developing serious spinal disc disease. It's a domino effect, all starting with the nose.
Okay, so that's the hard science. But what does all of this clinical data actually mean for someone who's just living with a Frenchie day to day? Well, as we're about to see, the commitment required goes way beyond what most people bargain for.
This quote from a French Bulldog training guide really just nails it. You've got the breed's famously stubborn nature combined with all of its physical needs, and it means that successful ownership demands an absolutely extraordinary level of consistency and dedication right from day one.
And this isn't just a friendly suggestion. For a young Frenchie, it's a flat-out necessity. Just look at the schedule. You are taking that puppy out every few hours. You're managing everything they eat and drink. And yep, you are absolutely getting up in the middle of the night. It is a round-the-clock job that requires your constant supervision.
So, there's a serious disconnect here. The expectation is that you're getting this adorable, easygoing companion, but the reality, especially in the beginning, is a lot more like having a newborn baby, a relentless, never-ending cycle of potty breaks and supervision. If you're not prepared for that, you're just not prepared for a Frenchie.
When you put all this together, the insane popularity, the troubling health data, the intense ownership demands, it brings us to a really critical point. The French Bulldog is truly at a crossroads, and its entire future depends on the choices we all make, starting right now.
And you know, this conversation is already changing things. It's leading to real-world action. You're seeing some European countries take legislative steps. The Netherlands has already put restrictions on breeding dogs with muzzles that are deemed too short, and Germany is proposing new laws to target inherited conditions that cause suffering, like severe respiratory distress.
So, what are the potential solutions? Well, experts are talking about everything from much tighter breeding regulations to prioritizing healthier traits, like a slightly longer nose, in the breed standards. There are even some really difficult conversations happening now about whether crossbreeding might be the only way to ensure the long-term health and welfare of these dogs.
And this is exactly why the conversation is so urgent. While a lot of kennel clubs will tell you the lifespan is about 10 to 12 years, that recent German study found the median age at death was just 8.3 years. That's a huge difference, and it's a really sobering look at the real-world impact of all these health challenges.
Which really leaves us all with this one final, tough question. What does it mean to truly love a breed? Does it mean preserving its appearance, its look at all costs? Or does it mean being willing to change that look, to prioritize the animal's health and welfare above everything else? The future of the French Bulldog really does hang in the balance.